Uh, so will yes. So good afternoon, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am, we are live. So good afternoon, ma'am. It is a great pleasure and honor to have you today as the guest for Saraswati Institute of Technology. And this uh, guest lecture is for computer department as and the IT department. Uh, Dear students, Suman ma'am is uh, assistant professor at Saraswati College of Engineering, and the topic of lecture of today is a happier you, developing skills for success. And I'm definitely sure that this particular lecture will give you a different perspective in how to develop the skills so that you will be successful ahead in your life. So, Suman ma'am, please continue.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Brunal ma'am, for and the Department of Saraswati Institute of Technology for giving me this opportunity to come and meet you, have a discussion on this very, very important, relevant topic we have in our hands today. Thank you once again, ma'am. I'm taking over, and I'm happy to see the people have joined in also. And let's start right away and welcome all of you on board and to today's session, which is on being a happier you. The who doesn't want to be happy? I think nobody will say no to this. It's a resounding, it should be a resounding yes. If anybody has any other thing in mind, you can raise your hand. No issues with that also. I would love to have your videos on if possible, because these sessions are not like anything else. We have to interact a lot, and at least if I see your smiling faces in offline when we are there, we have constant eye contact with people. That's very important. Okay, and at least if I can have your videos on, I cannot see you so clearly on the small tiles, small screens, but at least there's some comfort that people are there listening, nodding their head, and giving some reaction, because we are not so used to reading those chat boxes and raised hands and all while talking. Okay, so if I can see your faces, I'll be very comfortable. I request you to switch on the videos. That's why. Even I have kept my video on. If you just imagine, if I keep my video off, would you enjoy listening to me? Because you see, the body language, the facial expressions have a lot to do when we speak. So it's important that we look at each other, see each other, and respond with your, at least with your facial features, because I cannot see you properly, absolutely at present. The situation is like that, we can't help. So we are satisfied with only this much. So eventually, I feel all the videos will be on. I don't know why others are shying away. The purpose of this kind of seminars or webinars is to help you come out of that inhibition, come out of these kind of small fears in life. That should I keep my video? Why not? I have a beautiful face. I am such a nice person. And today, ma'am has come to meet us. Don't you want to be on your best self? And in these pandemic times, we are not so much bothered about what is your hairstyle and what is your background looking like or how you look like. It's enough if you are there. We are not even bothered about the clothes that you wear. Otherwise, when you go for seminars and all, professional students, they dress up nicely in formal dresses, and that's a different effect. But now we are okay with all these things. But I'm happy that videos are coming on slowly. I hope all the videos remain on like this for the rest of the session. Okay, coming back to the main point. The main thing is becoming a happy. Already, I know you all are happy people. I'm happy. A happier you. But happy has to become happier, and we are going to talk about some skills which we can develop to become happier. Okay, so what is happiness actually? Will you please all close your eyes for 2 minutes? Just close your eyes and think of I will give you some instructions one after another. You just think of those things. You just think of a happy color first. Whichever color makes you feel happy, or you relate happiness to that color. For me, it's pink, maybe. For some people, it will be red. Just close your eyes and try to imagine. Let's take a few seconds doing this exercise to start with. Students, please put your videos on. Okay, so that was the happy color. Now, next, close your eyes once again and think of a happy place. The place where the moment you step in, it makes you feel happy. A happy place, a happy color. Now, again, next you think of a dish, a food item which makes you happy instantly. Imagine it's lying there in front of you. Keep your eyes closed. It's a kind of meditation that we are doing. A happy color, a happy place, a happy dish. Then you think of a dress that makes you happy. Any kind of dress. It could be formal, it could be casual, anything. Wearing the dress makes you feel so happy. Even at home, you feel that you are in a party. So happy color, happy place, happy dish, happy clothes. And now, lastly, keeping your eyes closed, you think of that person in your life who makes you the most happiest. Just the presence of that person around you makes you feel very happy. Okay, we are done. Everybody would have different things, different colors, different places, different people, different dishes. But when we think of something, some positivity comes into your mind. Just if you feel, because certain things are there in life which we have to pretend. We need to pretend at times. But not that all the time we will go on pretending. You'll be surprised to know that there are many people who pretend to be happy, whereas they are not actually. Most of the comedians, even of Hollywood or Bollywood, Charlie Chaplin, in real life, he was not such a comic character. He never used to be so happy. Or R. Mahmood in Bollywood, he was one of the most comic characters. Was not very happy for various reasons. He was not very happy in his real life. They went on pretending, they went on acting, that they made it their career. But we are not talking about that kind of happiness. If in the neighboring the festival time, you'll see there'll be many boys and girls in your locality who would go around enjoying like anything. Every day they'll be out. Ganpati ke time pe, they will be out on the roads dancing and working in the pandals. And when it comes to Dahi Handi, you will see them there going around from place to place, breaking the handis. Money, little bit they will get, it's no problem. But happiness is what they are chasing. That is chasing happiness. Out of that group, there will be some people who are actually very nicely placed in life. They are doing their work properly, satisfied from inside, and the happiness is not a pretension. वो कोई acting का happiness नहीं है. It's from inside. They're actually dancing because they're happy. But imagine the plight of that person. अंदर से खुश नहीं है, but he's showing that he's happy. That is like running away, escaping from the situation. Because you don't want to do tough things in life, which would actually make you happy. You and your family and your society, they have some expectation from you. Expectations are realistic hona chahiye, of course. Not unreal. I'm not talking about some unrealistic expectation, but whatever is realistic and can be achieved. We all have to try achieving it. And only if we achieve that, then we can gather that genuine happiness, which is when we don't have to pretend anymore. So happiness is not, you're not born with it, or it's not an accident. It's a choice. I will share the screen with you and show you a few recipes of happiness and few lighter things. Then we will go to something more serious, which is I want to relate your happiness to your skills, because we need various kinds of skills as an engineer, in future engineer. Some of you are directly going for jobs, some of you are going for a degree, whatever way you want. Ultimately, are going to be technocrats. Over there, again, you need a skill set, not one skill set, various skill sets. Out of that, there is one skill set which is directly related to happiness. So we are going to talk about that. First, we were talking about happiness, and ultimately, that is what we want, right? If I ask Anushka for 1 second, if I ask you if you want to do a job or you want to start your own business. Yes, Anushka?
I want to do a job.
You want to do a job. Okay. So from the job, what is your expectation? Salary, money, anything else? Satisfaction? Keep your video on. You're such a lovely girl. I wanted to like seeing you here. Don't feel shy. I am smart. I am happy. I am so fortunate to be here. To be a first thing you all must be happy about and should be very proud of is you are a resident of Mumbai city. जो सबका dream होता है, I don't know how you people switch off your this thing videos and sit. You are the luckiest people in India. One of the luckiest people in India. बहुत सारे metros हैं. But none is there like Mumbai. It's the beautiful, best city in India. मेरे लिए तो it's like if people talk of going back to their own place and all that. I told my husband, if I have to go back, next stop is New York. I'm not going to go anywhere else. So in between, my husband got transferred back to a very remote place in Assam. We didn't go. My sons were, of course, in senior classes. I couldn't move for my job also, but I'm not going to go anywhere out from here. Everybody who comes here settles down, and you are actually from this place. You have your families living here. Everybody, how come you are not very happy or very confident? सबसे confident होना चाहिए. सारे के सारे videos on होना चाहिए. All the while. Anushka, I was asking you, you said you want to take up job. So job, then salary, then maybe promotion. After that, what? Ultimately, क्या चाहिए job से?
Salary.
Salary. But if you are harassed in your workplace, बहुत ज़्यादा होता है. Women के साथ harassment बहुत होता है. Will you be happy?
No.
No. So that's the thing, ना हमें ये सबके साथ happiness भी चाहिए. And if I'm harassed, what I'm going to do? I should know what I'm supposed to do. So ये happiness पाने के लिए we have to gather some skills. इसको बोलते हैं people skills, जिसके बारे में हम लोग बात करने वाले हैं. All of us should have these skills so that just getting the job is not enough. Surviving in the job and really doing well. Retiring with happiness. Finally, जब हमारा वो job खत्म होगा, we retire with a good package. अच्छा खासा पैसा हो बैंक में. To see me through my old age, अच्छा खासा mediclaim हो, ये सब insurance policies and all are there. My children have done well, and I am happy and you must take care of the result. ऐसा नहीं कि job मिलेगा तो मैं happy हो जाऊंगा. Job क्यों नहीं मिलेगा? If I work hard, if I get good marks, if I pass with a good CGPA, and if I do good projects and all these things, if I learn the techniques of my trade, IT, computer का जो भी main languages है, if I learn that, why will I not get a job? So it's a choice. Nothing will make you happy until you choose to be happy. So it's a choice. You have to choose to be happy. Nothing else. And there's a recipe for happiness. All these things are required. These are the people skills that we are talking about. Recipe for happiness: 4 cups of love, 2 cups of loyalty, 3 cups of kindness, 4 cups of understanding. These are just nothing this thing about it, scientific about it. Jo man mein waise dal diya, measurements. 4 cups of understanding, 1 cup of friendship, 5 spoons of hope, 5 spoons of faith, 1 barrel of laughter. Barrel is this one, this drum. Take love and loyalty and mix thoroughly with faith. Blend it with tenderness, kindness, and understanding, and hope. Have we got disconnected? No, we are there. We are there. Sorry, I thought we got disconnected. 1 second. Yes. Blend it with tenderness, kindness, and understanding. Add hope and friendship. Sprinkle abundantly with laughter. Bake with sunshine. Serve daily with generous helpings. I don't know why it's going away again and again. Can you see, students?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You can see. I found some problem. I'm not able to get out of this now.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I'm sharing the screen with you. Okay. Stop sharing. So that's it. For happiness, we need a lot of things. You must have understood from that recipe chart. From the recipe which I told you, there are so many ingredients. Now, happiness is the result, as I said, it's not a result of something, but if we choose, like it's a backward calculation kind of thing. Today in this class, all the people who are here, if I ask, I don't have to ask also, I can assume that all of you want to be happy. At the end of it, all of you are seeking happiness. Now, if that is the end that we want, can we do some back calculation and find out how to reach there? Or you want to get a good job? Or you want good marks so that you get very nicely admission into a good institute, your degree. So there are certain tangible things, solid things that we are looking for right now. Because if you want to be happy, we need certain things, ingredients hame chahiye. Because at least which I told you, they are a little bit abstract kind of things. There are some solid, concrete things also which we require, that also we have to take care of, which will bring us happiness. I have to choose them. What will I choose? I will choose to work hard so that I get good marks that will get me admission into a good engineering college of my choice. I will strive to learn the skills, technical skills, because diploma engineers, everybody knows, they are more skilled than even the degree engineers. Degree is very theoretical, whereas diploma is very practical. That's what is the general conception. So you have to make sure that your technical expertise is at par with others, like other students like you. These are the things which are going to make you strong at this point, will get you happiness. After that, next thing that we want to discuss about are the skills which, this is one just skill set which I told you about, learning your becoming technically strong. Apart from that, there are other skill sets which I really want to talk to you about, because if we want happiness in life, these things are of great importance. Okay, so what are those skill sets? Other one, after you get into a job because of your technical skills, no doubt about it. And once you get in the job, as I told you, surviving in the job and doing well, avoiding problems, avoiding problematic situations, and handling people, helping others do well, because you're not isolated entity over there. You are part of a team. So if all these skills are required. At times you have to negotiate, at times you have to work in a team. All these different skills are required. All of them are headed under skills. We call it or people skills. That is going to be the thrust of our discussion today. But before talking about interpersonal skills, I also want to throw some light on another very, very important aspect of being happy. As I said, two sets of skills we have to develop. The first set of skill is employability skills. Once I already told you that you have to get good marks and some training regarding your subject. If it's IT computer, then all the hardware, software, whatever is required from you, that much you have to learn. Apart from that, there are more employability skills. Resume could be one. Written resumes. Have you tried writing resumes?
No.
Because you are in 5th sem now.
Sem.
You are in 5th sem. So one more semester is left. I think 6th sem.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to start writing resumes, because some of you might be going for jobs, and the TPO cell is going to guide you how to do it. Resume writing, then facing interviews, appearing in mock interviews, peer interviews, all these things are there inside the college. Those things will happen, and then you will go be ready for facing the real interviews. Nowadays, in this pandemic time, most of the interviews are taking place through video conferencing. So video interviews have become quite common nowadays. But otherwise, offline interviews also are a very important part of your training on employability skills. People have a lot of complaints. Many people have stopped, given up the dream of becoming engineers, because it seems engineers don't get jobs. It's not always like that. But if you are not capable enough, people need engineers. So they will keep you, but they will give you the job. They will not give you the proper salary. Salary will be very less. So people are going towards law and all these things. But you know what? With AI taking up most of the jobs in the world in the coming years, auto industry are going to get devastated. It's all going to be electric cars. So auto parts and petrol, diesel, all these things are going to be history. Law, there's some app called IBM Watson, which is taking up entire law field. They can give instant results. What a lawyer takes for years together, they keep charging fees every visit. Cancer, which some machines. Even nurse can do that. So doctors ka kaam bhi kam ho jayega. But because AI and all these things are related to your field, almost like your job is tumhari zarurat hai nahi. But if you don't become capable enough, if you know your skills, suppose you know your technical skills very nice, you're very strong at that, but you're not able to say that in your interview, then what's the use? They tell you, okay, we are giving you this much. जो देना है, आधा देके बोलेंगे हम तुमको इतना ही देंगे. and you are not able to negotiate. You are not able to tell them that, see, if you offer me this much, I will not be able to take up this job and it is going to be your loss. उसी को थोड़ा सा सजा के nicely you have to present in front of them. Why you are going to be an asset for this company, why they should not lose you, that you must be confident enough and efficient enough to present. So interview skills is very important. But you will never be called for any interview if your resume and your cover letter is not perfect. लोग resume लिख के mail कर देते हैं. That is not enough. A cover letter must always accompany a resume. And cover letter का tone कैसा होना चाहिए? That's important thing. ऐसे लिख दिया, you can get hundreds of such letters in if you Google it up. But that's not the idea, na? You have to say what kind, that your personality must get reflected in your cover letter. They should be able to see you almost in front of you when they read you. They should be able to hear you when they're reading the letter. The tone of the letter must be such, confident be, polite be, everything. A mixture, a very good mixture of all. उसके लिए practice चाहिए, उसके लिए training चाहिए. So resume writing हो गया, cover letter writing, interview facing interviews, GDs बहुत important है आज के ज़माने में. GDs and presentation skills. Presentation skills, one is presenting yourself physically in front of the interviewer. Or sometimes you are asked to present your stuff, how you present it, making PPTs and presenting it. PPT बनाने बोलते हैं तो बना तो लेते हैं, but then they start reading from it. That is not PPT presentation. So industry has a lot of complaint from engineers that we need engineers, but we don't want this kind of engineers. They are not employable. They don't have the employability skills. But unfortunately, many of you don't even understand or don't even know, even in degree colleges, what is comprised of this employability skills. उसमें होता क्या क्या है? All these things are available on the internet, but it's not that I'm talking somewhere from the view when and I'm talking to you. It's not like that. Mumbai University has devised a very good syllabus. I think Mumbai University, people keeps on making fun of Mumbai University for its results ka ye sab ke liye. But then Mumbai University is one of the oldest universities of India and they are way ahead in many things. Nowhere else in India, perhaps the private universities, MET and Lavli and all these places, they, in order to fleece the teachers, they pressurize them to do this, do that, this thing. But Mumbai University is not even private one, na? It's a public university. इसमें इन लोगों ने कितना आगे जाके बहुत दिनों से, it's not like today. When I was teaching diploma in 2009, 10, 11, those years, even then there was a subject called DLS, Development of Life Skills. उसमें ये सब कुछ आता था. And I used to go to all the colleges, nearby colleges, Bharati Vidyapeeth, Father Ignal, and all these places to conduct the vivas. There was viva for DLS. Can you imagine? It is very slowly it went away from Mumbai University. Now you have the subject by a different name, maybe CS. You have CS or something. But practical DLS is not there. But that was a different subject. Apart from CS, there was DLS, where you do this interview skills and GDA and all were done very nicely. But other subjects got preference, so this subject got slowly removed. But even now, the syllabus is there in the university. You look at the syllabus and each topic, if you keep searching on the net, you will get a lot of material on it. How to do a GD, but for GD, of course, you need a group of people. In a small group, you need a topic. They get after the GD is over that, okay, this is what I have observed, and this person emerged as a leader, or this person never opened his mouth. Others have to keep waiting. ऐसा होता है. GD is going on and one person is totally quiet. So how will industry accept these kind of engineers who are not employable? So this is one set of skills which you need to take very seriously for getting the job. Because I told you, for happiness, we just cannot pretend to be happy all the while dancing in Ganesh Chaturthi and things like that. Going for friend's birthday party, friend ne khila diya, bahut khush ho gaye. That is temporary. That will not last for too long. A point of time will come when your parents will get desperate. Kya kar rahe ho tum? Kab tumhara kuch ho jayega? This kind of questions will start coming. Do we want to wait for that stage? No. So we have to be proactive, start taking action today, and think about all these things. So this is employability skill one part, which will help you to get the job. But after getting the job, now next thing is, and I'm pretty sure all of you, each one of you are going to start with a career very soon. All my students, one of my students from diploma, he was a very sincere one. Immediately after passing, even before passing, he started working in the IT sector as an IT engineer. Not very big jobs, but small jobs he started doing. In CBD, there is a campus near station. He started working in one of the companies over there. Simultaneously, he started studying also, and he started working. He's taken up his career of a DJ, but continuously his IT sector job went on. Kitna hard work karte hain log. He became a very good DJ. बहुत अच्छा किया. He made lot of money. But engineering ka jo gyan hai, that also he did not leave aside. He went on working also. And then this pandemic time, all the restaurants have closed down. There's no work of a DJ at all. And this boy who is so proactive, what he did, he recently 2-3 months back after the first wave, he started a puja samagri shop in Kharghar. And last week I got some stuff, and then he told ma'am, this business is going on very nicely. His parents sit over there, and he manages the other business. So people keep on doing things like that. And this city is like this, where there is a lot of opportunity for doing things. And young age, when you are young, you can do a lot of things. You have a lot of time. And those who are forced to take up jobs, that's a different thing. Some people love taking up jobs after diploma. There are many who go for degree. Then your life will again take a different turn. Different things will come in. So getting a job is not a big deal. Each one of my past students, they have all got into a career. Some have started their own startups have come up. Some have joined somewhere. So everybody, it's going on. You will definitely get. But after that, what? After that, how nicely you conduct your life. Daily basis, how can you lead a happy life, a contented life, a satisfied life? That is more important. Because if you are not satisfied, if you are not contented, you're not happy from inside, everybody in your family, in your surrounding, your friend circle, they will get affected. Sooner or later, everybody gets affected by your state of mind. So the next thing that I want to really stress on is the second part, that is the interpersonal skills or the people skills. People skills not only help you in surviving in your workplace, but also aids in surviving in college. Do you think surviving college is so easy for some people? Maybe you are not so ambitious, but you must have heard in IITs, there are so many suicides that happen. Why? Because they are much more ambitious than you are. They come after very hard work, they crack a very difficult exam named JEE, and then they get into those IITs and they have very big dreams. Their parents many a time had very big expectations from them. And because their interpersonal skills could not be developed in those 2 years, normally after 10th you go to 11th, 12th in college, and you interact with people, you have fun, lot of engagements you have with the public. So that strengthens your character. लेकिन ये लोग जो है ना, very brilliant and बहुत ही ज़्यादा like very ambitious kind of, they stop interacting interacting with society and with group from say class 8 and 9 only. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, they work very hard. Only those people get into if there are girls if you are for the dream job, interview upon interview upon interview, you say recall nahi aa raha hai. Later on you get from somewhere or from many places maybe. There will be a period when you don't get calls from anywhere. So then you come under stress. Those the work workplace stress. Do you understand what is meant by workplace stress?
No.
And by workplace stress.
Yes, ma'am. They put much ask them to work more.
Yes.
Deadline.
Pressure.
Deadline.
More deadlines.
When you join
The time is over for the job until 7 p.m. but they'll keep them till 9 p.m. saying only a little bit is left. They
yes.
keep on doing this. And then
Yes.
the employee just can't work and they have to leave.
They get so stressed, they're forced to leave that way. But then some people survive.
Yes, ma'am.
Some survive not only with hard work but smart work also. You don't know, hard work and smart work, those who are capable of doing both, to some extent, you have to be very sweet to your boss at times. Those things are also required at some point of time. You cannot always rely on hard work. Smartness will be of great use. Simpleton होके ज़्यादा achieve करना उस वक्त बहुत मुश्किल होता है. So all these are skills which you have to develop. Lot of stress they will put, and especially the joinees. When you join freshers in college में ragging होता है ना, the offices में भी है. Seniors later on they become very close friends with you, but seniors when the new joinee comes in, they will be down to it work till 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. You go on doing. And that stresses out people who come from good families and थोड़ा pampered है घर पे. Parents never put any pressure on them. Engineers के साथ it happens very less, of course, because if not parents, teachers, we teachers harass you so much in college. Towards the end, all assignments are done together, and you sit near the corridor, under the stairs, idhar बैठ के उधर बैठ के, they keep on doing assignments only because you are never free. One after another things keep happening, and this college situation for engineers at least, it prepares you for life. I tell everybody, people are now going for design schools, what you call it, NEEFT and ITM and all that, where they learn design and where they go for law. If not anything else, they go for commerce. Arts कर लेते हैं. Arts करना बहुत अच्छी बात है if you love humanities, if you love sociology, or if you have the flair for writing. तो English ले लो, उसमें कोई बुरा नहीं है. But then running away from engineering, thinking that it will be difficult, job नहीं मिलेगा. Job क्या English वालों को job मिलता है? There's so many of my friends who have done masters in English subject, but they don't get jobs. 55 के ऊपर नहीं मिला तो college के job को apply नहीं कर सकते. Nothing they can do. And very less money is given initially, much lesser than what engineers get as a fresher. So apart from that money छोड़ो, but what I always advise people, that when you get into engineering automatically, because these subjects are there in your syllabus. A syllabus में नहीं भी होता है, even then teachers, your engineering teachers, the technical side teachers, the syllabus is designed in such a way that they have to make you do certain work, that you have to work in teams, you have to work in projects. There are deadlines that you have to meet. So तुम्हारा ऐसा grooming हो जाता है where you can your interpersonal skill automatically develops to some extent, but इतना ज़्यादा नहीं. For that you need extra training, but your personality develops to a great extent. Personality development, it happens automatically, which art student or a commerce student never gets the opportunity. Even science student who goes for physics and chemistry or maths major, they don't get that kind of environment in college. But engineering students get that environment. So personality gets developed. You have all those vivas and seminars and webinars and all these things keep happening. So grooming pe dhyan dena hi padta hai. You have to come with your white shirts and blazers and all at times. Not always, but at times you have to put on a tie also. बाकी लोगों को जरूरत ही नहीं होता, so they don't learn. So becoming an engineer, it's like egg kind of thing. You can boil it, you can make an omelette, you can fry it, कुछ भी कर सकते हो उसके साथ. The engineer can be fitting anywhere. They are ready for life. So be proud of that fact also, that you have chosen the right career. She was harassed in her work. She worked in a refinery. She was harassed like anything. Being a woman, there was no women cell, was not very active. She left the job. She was in a small school. The school did so well that she started a chain of schools. It became a chain of schools in very short time. She was a very efficient engineer. Whatever she did very nicely. Then they got shifted to another place, and now she has got a very good job once again in an MNC. She's working happily now. So you can adjust to situations. And this is possible only when your people skills are strong, your interpersonal skills are strong. And when we talk about interpersonal skills, it's a huge topic. It cannot be covered in this 1 hour lecture. I'm just jumping from one part to another because we have very less time with us, and I'm just trying to give you a glimpse, because all these things, you just take up your syllabus, one by one point, you just watch one video on internet. You get fair idea. Kya hai usme. Then we can go deeper. That's a different thing. If you ask me, if you tell your teachers, we can arrange for a 3 days workshop. Say in weekends, 2 ghanta hum log every day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we sit down for 2 hours. I can give you a very rounded, very solid thing for interpersonal skills and employability skills. Your resume likhna, cover letter banana, ye sab. We can do that. Of course, that won't be free. There'll be a price for that, because 3 days I won't be able to invest just like that. That we will come to later on. But what I'm trying to tell you is, these are things which are available to you very easily. And just thing is that you have to be aware of it. What I would just tell you today in interpersonal skill, I feel the most important component, like your computer is made of various components, the CPU is there, the monitor is there, keyboard, everything. Na? Now, one of the components is the CPU, suppose. It's one of the most important components. Without that, you cannot run the main machine or the motherboard, for example. Similarly, in interpersonal skills, a very important component is compassion or empathy. If empathy tumhe hai, then many of the things will automatically fall into place. What is empathy? Have you heard this word empathy? Any of you? Have any of you heard this word empathy? Yes or no? Say yes or no. No? Have you heard the word sympathy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have heard the word sympathy. All of you have heard the word sympathy. So that's why I asked you empathy first and sympathy later, because I knew that you know what is sympathy. Sympathy is when we feel sorry for somebody. We feel pity. We pity someone, or we feel sorry But we don't do much beyond that. We just feel bad. बुरा लगता है देख के. Then we see a beggar begging on the roadside, signal पे कोई दिख गया, but then we don't even at times bother to take out a coin and give. My pass, we don't want to find out, take pain in finding out that coin, or we justify that एक beggar को देके क्या फायदा होगा? There are thousands of beggars in this world. How can I help one beggar, and what difference would I make? Okay, he is different. वो तो beggar ही है, वो तो road में हर वक्त रहता है. We are not used to sunshine and rain and all that. Being exposed to the weather. But they are beggars. They are always on the road. पहले से वो ऐसा ही है, तो उसको इतना फर्क नहीं पड़ता होगा. This is how we dehumanize. Afghanistan में क्या हो रहा है? Afghanistan women are always harassed only. From the beginning, they have seen that. There are people who say like that. Afghan women are always harassed by the men over there. तो अभी उनके लिए थोड़ा ज़्यादा है, but they are used to it. बुरा लगता है, but क्या करें? That is sympathy. But instead of that, if we take up their cause, one second, I have to share a link with you. Actually, I wanted to paste that. There's a Google form which I'm going to share with you in the chat box, which you have to fill up. So I'm just doing that process as well. So that is sympathy. But when we pick up the pen and write down, maybe, is my voice breaking? Can you hear me?
Yes.
My internet mostly is stable, but you can't say, no? Sometimes suddenly things go wrong. होता है ऐसा. So if you take up the pen and write down a newspaper article, maybe, okay? You take down a newspaper article and write down a newspaper article and get it typed. Or newspaper article, choro. We can also say write down a Facebook post, sympathizing with them, encouraging people to say something about it without blaming anyone, of course. So that will also be a great help. That is like we are going towards empathy. Sympathy में हम कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे. We just say बहुत बुरा लगता है. I feel so bad. I cannot even open my TV nowadays, switch on the TV nowadays, because I cannot bear the suffering. That is, you're closing the eyes to the suffering. If I just close my eyes and don't see the sufferings of others, will the suffering stop? No. I have to take some action. When I take the action, then I become empathetic. I'm showing empathy. Now you can take a test. You can ask yourself whether you're empathetic by just trying to find out. Just think whether your friends approach you when they have any trouble, or do you listen to people without interrupting them? Yeah, if someone is quiet for a long time, maybe a friend of yours, are you able to read his mind to some extent and go on your own? You move ahead to help without being told. Do you realize that something is wrong with your sister or with your friend, someone? ये सब अगर yes है ना, then you are an empathetic person.
Yes.
Empathy can lead to a lot of problem solution when it comes to our people skills. These people can be happy. So if you want to be a happier you must have to sum this entire thing up in 1 hour. It's almost next to impossible. This entire thing, if I have to sum up, I would tell you that to become a happier you, try to develop your employability skills and interpersonal skills. But from today, just try to become a little more empathetic. Okay? With little more of empathy, all the other things will get solved. There will be less harassment in the workplace. There will be less harassment at home. Women will be respected. Children will be groomed in a better way. You will have peace of mind. And overall, you can take care of yourself as well as your family and your society. Because in your upbringing, in your grooming, the entire society has a role to play. Even we teachers have some expectation from you. Not that you will get a lot earn a lot of money and come and give us, but your success is our reward. So you have to work for all these things. To start with, you can start with being a little more empathetic. And I have sent you a Google form, which you again send back to me. You fill up and send back to me on my mail ID.
Ma'am, that is a Google Meet link, not a form. Ma'am.
One second. Would you checked it? One second. The copy pasting did not happen properly or what? I have it in my WhatsApp, not on my mail. So yes, one second. Then should I delete this? Is it possible to delete?
No, ma'am, I don't think you did it.
I cannot delete it. Yeah, I cannot delete it. I'll send a fresh one. Wait. I'm putting down my mail ID also. You will send it to my mail ID. And this is the form link. Just check it out once. If you can see that. Oh no, I made a mistake with my mail ID. One second.